Hi, it's Ileana. So today I am going to go over psionic crafts and pyramid power generators. So the types of psionic crafts that I've seen as an experiencer has been those that look like they're fluidic, that have this smooth metallic look to them, and there's blue energy around these psionic crafts, and they're powered by using thought consciousness because they have sentient interface technologies on the crafts themselves, so they are very much powered by using the consciousness of the mind to send instructions to the craft to pilot it. It might have some holographic interface systems inside of it where you can physically put your hands on an energetic projection of a holographic console or image, and it allows you to power the craft that way or send instructions to it, to the navigation arrays, or you just use your consciousness to signal the craft to send it instructions. And through that sentient interface, it understands the messages and it interacts with you on that consciousness level. So anything of physicality, like pushing buttons or joysticks or dials, what we have on our physical crafts like airplanes, on helicopters with joysticks and stuff, this type of stuff on the psionics crafts, that's not really there unless there's a specific purpose for why it would need to be there. It's consciousness powered by really using your psi abilities to communicate exactly what you want the craft to do, where you want it to go, which direction, navigation-wise, communication-wise. A lot of the extraterrestrials communicate telepathically. So everything is in communication of telepathy using the psi. Like it's your natural ability. Psionics are activation of energy. You are using your energetic consciousness interface of the mind to connect to everything in creation. It's energy based. It is all energetic. It comes from the mind and it comes from the consciousness. They're both interconnected in how these communications take place with these psionic crafts. And they look again like smooth, fluidic material. That's what it looks like it's made out of that kind of a material. Whatever the material is, it could be different alloys, it could be different materials because different beings build different crafts as well. So in some humans, psionics have used specialized helmets, and some have used these types of bands that increase their telepathic psionic abilities to basically try to interact with this type of craft technology to adapt human-based creation to somehow communicate with these crafts. So it's very interesting technology and how this all works. And there's different crafts too. There's more of like a triangular type of a craft, or more of an elongated type of a craft like this that looks smooth and fluidic. And your consciousness is able to connect to it. And it's like a symbiotic state of being, like a download connection, like a frequency. You're connecting to a frequency. Psionics use their energetic frequency of the psi ability to connect to anything, to the universe, to source creator, to different extraterrestrials, to crafts, to holographic technology, quantum technology. It is a system of natural ability and connection. You are the energetic consciousness. You are the psionic. It is your organic ability that does this. And there are devices that assist. There are consciousness thought devices like special helmets or special band devices that you put on your head, and you can augment your ability to different levels of psi activation. There are those types of technologies too, but most psionics, they don't need that augmentation. Their natural ability is on, and it works, and it connects to different crafts. And these sentient crafts, it's like a living frequency on the crafts. They are a living being because they have been designed to be that way by their creators, by the extraterrestrials, or the crafts are living crafts themselves that are living beings who created themselves, and it's in the form and shape of a craft. As strange as that sounds, some beings choose to be a living craft, to be in that form and shape. And you can connect with it because it's not created by any extraterrestrial race specifically. It's a consciousness being, a living being that takes on the form of craft. So that can happen too. It's quite interesting what living beings can take form and shape as. And in terms of the pyramids, what was recently announced as a discovery of underground power sources and cities under the Khafre pyramid, how valid that is, it still remains to be seen, because these SAR scans from satellites, they show that something is there, obviously, under the pyramids. I think there is an element of truth to that. Is it really underground cities? Is it really power generators with towers? It appears to be that way from the SAR scans. Perhaps it could be that. It's hard to tell until there's actual images of this stuff presented. What I think is under the pyramids, from various types of remote viewings that I've done, I think there are power generators underneath. And I think there's obelisk technology and crystalline technology that help to amplify the pyramids themselves to be an energetic grid system, 0-point system for the whole planet, powering different pyramids, powering different cities, colonies, Atlantean, Lemurian. This technology goes back thousands of years, 12,000 years, 100,000 years. This is advanced technology that exists under the pyramids. Like the coil systems, the power, and the coil systems are the power generators that literally provide the 0-point, and different towers, obelisk towers, that amplify the frequency of the coil generators. And I think there's levels and layers under the pyramids. That's why what the SAR scans show is elongated structures, because there's different levels under the pyramid with this technology, advanced technology underground. And some of these pyramids had golden capstones on them, or other type of a technology that could literally send messages to other extraterrestrial races, provide power supply and energy to power crafts and ships. and other things that were anti-gravity based technology. It could just, the pyramid, whatever was at the top of the pyramid, it could send out an energy frequency and power up the crafts. It's like re-energize the crafts. It's like a never-ending battery power source that provides energy. And it can power up the crafts, and it can basically give you a charge. Like recharge the battery of a craft. Recharge the propulsion system. Whatever needs charging, the pyramid could charge. So I think that example of what's potentially under the Khafre pyramid in the Giza Plateau section, that's what that technology is. And it is definitely 0 point. That's what it feels like to me in the remote viewing that I had originally shown. It was massive underground structures, similar to this image, what I'm showing. To me, this looks more realistic as a model to what I think the technology looks like underground, under the pyramids. And it's different kinds of modulation of frequency and energy to distribute the 0 point. So it provides, it can, I think these coils and these generators, they're very much adaptable, and they can put off different energetic frequency, more power, less power, depending on what you need to regenerate and what you need the generators to do, the pyramid itself. And this is what the lost technology is. Is there a hall of records under the Sphinx or the Giza Plateau Pyramids? I think so, there is. I think there's more than just this ancient technology that was left there. Probably ships as well, Atlantean, Sirian ships, and the hall of records, Atlantean information and knowledge repository. I think there is a hall of records between the Sphinx and the Giza Plateau Pyramids in different tunnel systems, sections, tunnels that connect together between these power generator levels and underground cities. So I think that is all there, and multiple remote viewers have done sessions on the pyramids where everyone has found that there's something under the pyramids. Like craft hangar bays, these generators, coil things, all kinds of energy towers, obelisks, structures, that's there. Remote viewing of different remote viewers shows that that's there. Even before this announcement was done by the Italian scientists. So, and its authenticity, how accurate they are, is it a true discovery? It's hard to say. Again, I trust the remote viewing data. Many remote viewers have shown remote viewing results that these types of things are under the pyramids. There's technology there. There's energy generator systems there. So the pyramids were used as power plants, most likely. Using water, using 0 point and other crystalline advanced technology to power up the whole planet and connect to the ley lines as well. Powerful crystalline technology is used here as well, is what I sense. So it's advanced systems that work, that could probably be reactivated. And it's a lost history of technology, of what we're now beginning to be rediscovered and told about in different ways. Regardless how it's told to us, that stuff is there, and it's going to come out one way or another. So it's interesting to hear about it now, like scientists talking about it, whether it's truly valid or somewhat valid. That stuff's there. It's not going away. And we're going to know more about it. And it's good that multiple sources are disclosing this. I think we need to know what our missing history is in technology, because there's been many civilizations of living beings on Earth. The planet is 4 billion years old. There's been other civilizations of advanced humanoid species. We're an iteration of that. So it's a good way to learn our history again and to talk about this openly as disclosure topics about psionics, activating your psi abilities energetically, talking about these crafts, advanced sentient living being crafts, ET crafts that are consciousness connected with psionic frequency and energy and technology, organic psionics and organic psionic consciousness technology, that we as human living beings are capable of activating our psi abilities with our consciousness and our mind, and using these abilities to work with these types of psionic crafts. And they can be piloted too with consciousness ability. That's how extraterrestrials pilot most of these crafts, and humans who have been in these psionic programs have also done this. So now that this disclosure is coming out, it's fantastic. We need to know more about it and hear more about this psionic consciousness activation and technology and how it works. It works with living energy and living frequency to be activated within us, to connect to these crafts, call them in, see what this is all like. Because they're out there. Much of this is out there that we can connect to as frequency, as living frequency, and learn more about, and have these open discussions about this existing in the world. Because it's part of UFO disclosure, it's part of ET disclosure, it's part of overall disclosure of advanced technologies and what's out there in the universe. So I wanted to share that. Thank you so much.